She's like, that ain't vibranium, bitch.
I know. Even he had that look like, oh shit, and so much for my homemade shield.
He's like, yeah,
I spent weeks on.
That hubcap.
Should have kept putting that on the trash can right there.
When his face dropped like,
Yeah, shit. I forgot. Damn. They on that shit too. Season has wrapped. Had our last episode premiere a couple of days ago. So you know that backyard is torn all up.
all the time he missed.
Yeah,
I know.
All these trees got marks in them. The house probably got some dents in them. Whoever's at that house, they're like, boy, what you do to this backyard? I've been practicing, Grandma.
He back past his hands and went inside.
Yeah, tore his sister's whole yard all up. We're going to talk about a lot of things with this last episode. It was only 6 episodes for Falcon and Winter Soldier. Had that 6th episode a couple of days ago. And they tried to do a lot. Tried to do a lot within that little time they had in that last episode. For some people, they're saying that was cool. For some people, maybe a little more time was needed. But a lot of people were happy to see one thing that happened. And we're going to go around the table and talk about some of these things, such as the thing I'm talking about that people are happy for, the big reveal, along with a few other big reveals. Some storylines of other characters that were wrapped up. We'll talk about a lot of things here. But let's start out with, as I said, something a lot of people are happy about. Something that a lot of people have been waiting on. They finally got it.
Dude's just standing there.
Arm just went.
Man,
this is my first day, but so far this job's been pretty easy.
we see, this is like the 3rd or 4th superhero action thing where a person standing by, a henchman standing by a window and didn't see shit at all coming. And Invincible, dude. They always got those dudes like,
What the?
shit! Look at
He saw it coming at him.
God damn it. I'm right-handed too. I was like, yeah, man, that gave me chills when I saw the new Captain America right here.
Yeah.
I was really surprised that they made the costume exactly like it is in the comic.
Exactly.
That costume I thought was, because I was wondering, they opened that box in the last episode. I was like, well, that could look stupid if we ain't careful about this, but it looks exactly like it does in the comic book. And because
with almost everybody's costume, they change it up a little bit.
Oh yeah. But this new Captain America, not only is he a black man, but he's a flying black man. Even racists are like, man, I'm mad, but that's cool.
How am I gonna get him? Damn it, I can't get him.
These Negroes literally flew away with our shit. Fuck.
I know he's up.
Badass.
I know he's up there.
Guess I have to go home and make some memes of flying monkeys now. You know that's what they're gonna do.
They might do that.
You know they're
not
gonna
be shocked.
You know they're gonna do that.
Too.
Yeah. Yep.
I got chills when I saw that. I was like my man out in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, man? Everybody needs an old black man cheering them on. Everybody, yeah. Hey, maybe they can hire you and me, boy. Go on, boy. Do it. My man was into it. Yeah. Random old black dude.
Why does that guy show up at everything?
You can hire him anytime.
You figure, okay, he's going to get a Captain America suit. I was jazzed that it was the same one from the comics.
Yeah.
And how good it looked, because I was like, just because it looks good on print doesn't mean it's going to work.
To translate.
Yeah. And Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson just sells that character so well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I mean, like in every scene when he's compared to everyone else, the Flag Smashers, John Walker, even Bucky, he's always the best of them.
All these dudes got super serum and powers and all, but you have the mind for this.
Well, he has the heart of, in that original Captain America, of a good man. That's what Steve had, and Steve recognized that in Sam.
Any of the super soldiers who are going to use the shield, they got an advantage. But for him, he's like, well, I know these wings, so I can always use that along with that.
He's like, you know what? No, I'm just a bad. I need this shit. Y'all need serums and everything. I'm just That's the dude, man. I'm doing just as much work as y'all doing, and I love it too because what comes along with having a black Captain America, you got a Captain America that talks some shit.
Boy, you just earned this ass whooping.
He meant it to his ass whooping. He was mad.
He was.
I was so happy to see that, man, because I meant it too. I was like, okay, so he doesn't have the serum, but he has the wings. Mm-hmm. So he has powers of some sort.
He's got a vibranium suit.
He's got a vibranium suit and a vibranium shield, and
he's got an upgraded Red Wing.
Yeah, but multiple ones.
But yeah,
little babies.
But I just thought that in that very short amount of time, wow, he fell into that quick. Because everybody, we know there's no real Captain America, but even people with this fictional character thinking, that's going to be really weird not having a white Captain America or Chris Evans, just going against the Captain America that we were raised with for generations. But man, that was a natural progression that happened quick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is why that Captain America, the character arc of that Captain America showed us why we need a TV show instead of a movie.
Take its time.
To take its time. Yeah, because like I said, we've gotten to that Captain America. It feels like it's quick, but we did it in the span of some movies, but 6 episodes here, and that's more than a shield. That's handing over like an emotional impact to this character.
Sure,
too.
of course.
And it's that that's one of the examples of why I'm loving that they're doing TV shows now.
Yeah, and a lot of this is all about Sam deciding to own this mantle.
I got mixed feelings about the episode itself. I think there's a lot of great moments in this episode right here. But there's also something that I think is happening with Marvel that happens with a lot of shows, not just Marvel shows. We saw it happen, one of the biggest shows out there in the worst way. Marvel hasn't gone that bad yet, but I think they're starting to rush their last episodes. I thought Wonder was rushed, and I didn't like it. I liked it. I didn't love it, though. I didn't think it was great. And I think this is better, but I think that this is rushed, too. I will say that they did a lot of great things within the time that they had because, within 6 episodes and within an hour on the last episode, or almost an hour, I was really impressed with what they were doing. As far as wrapping things up, I thought that, well, not all of them. I think that Isaiah, I thought that wrap up was great. Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was beautiful.
I teared up doing that. It caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
I don't have a serum like you.
I told you.
I'm not a serum. Shit.
No, I thought every scene with him and Isaiah was very emotional.
Yeah.
I was like, I could have a whole show with just the two of them.
I wish they would. I don't think they're going to do it now because the wrap up is so good, and plus that speech that Isaiah gave about how he was experimenting on his life had just gone to hell. I don't think they'll go in and do a show now. It's just too crazy. Too
You don't
rough.
think so? You don't think so?
I mean,
you know what?
I mean, they could.
You never say never with what Marvel does at all.
Yeah,
so
there's demand for it.
And
Is there a demand for it?
I think so. I think everyone's getting the show at this point.
I mean, if they did, they would do a good job. But it just feels like they've explained it enough where there's not that need to really go through it.
If there's a demand for it and people got money out, Marvel will do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Bucky, I really love the moments that I saw with Bucky's confession. If you've been keeping up the show, you know Bucky killed his friend's son, and he befriended that guy because he had a list of people that he had to confess to, and he just did not know how to do it with this guy. We knew we were gonna get it. It's how we get it. I got mixed feelings about, but I did love the scene where he actually confessed.
He was murdered by the Winter Soldier, and that was me.
You mother. How do y'all feel about that scene?
I was fine with it.
It feels appropriate. I mean, it's never going to be clean.
I suppose they could have lingered longer to show the other guy's reaction, the full grief of it. But I was like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
See, I did. I thought this is a very difficult thing Bucky had to do, and I was looking forward to seeing the hard part of it. This is the one that felt rushed to me. It's like, yeah. You know, I mean, and again, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like, wow, you know, this is a moment that shouldn't be glossed over. This is a hard-hitting moment right here, and we need to kind of see the really hardest parts of this.
you know what? As much as I didn't want to see it, I think it would have been better. But I was also afraid of that, him telling the guy and the guy going, well, it's okay. You're a good guy. I was like, that would not fly.
Well,
with
even
me.
if they didn't do that, I would have loved to have seen it where he was like, I don't know if I can forgive you. Bucky, I don't know if we can ever be friends. Maybe one day, but you just got to give me time. You got to go. I think we needed a little bit more because it was so convenient to cut it off and just end it right there. And it's almost like, well, we want to keep this feeling good. We don't want to make this something too bad. And I thought
it did seem like
and
that.
I thought like, well, this is difficult. We've been building towards this for the whole season, so why can't we just go there with it?
I feel like we get some of that though, because even when he goes back to the little sake bar, little sushi sake bar where he was dating that woman in episode 1, and he looks in, she looks at him, and he has no interaction with his friend. I feel like that relationship is over.
Yeah.
I feel like it's done now.
Yeah.
Like you can't repair it. So I feel that is the ending.
I think, man, Wanda and this could have benefited from using one more episode.
It's funny because there's some people I talked to who felt that this show had a bunch of padding in it. And I was like, I don't get that. That was like that was all character.
I don't see
building.
that.
Yeah, me either.
I don't see that.
There is, on your point, Martin. Like I've read constant reviews of like there's such a lack of character development. I'm like, what have you watched?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I just don't understand that at all. Like I don't get that. What are you talking about?
Can we be honest here? And a lot of people are not going to like to hear it, but a lot of people just don't want to hear a bunch of black shit. That's what it comes down to. A lot of people have said, because I've read so many things where they said, and believe me, I've read so many comments on my news aggregator where people like, you get an asshole who comes in every now and then. I read these articles about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Well, I didn't want to watch this when they start bringing in social issues here. And everybody's like, social issues, what? Why does it always have to be about race? Why does it always have to be, I'm trying to escape. And it's like, okay, so you got to do with PTSD. You got these terrorists who are trying to pretty much reacclimate themselves to the world, and this is the one social issue that you're mentioning right now.
Yeah.
Well, why we got to talk about black shit? And I was like, nah, man, come on. Let's just all just admit what it is, because they love that shit with Wanda. PTSD and what she's going
and
through,
grief
and grief. Yeah, come on.
I mean, sure, people experience grief, but it's more of an abstract concept than the social stuff. Issues that are being brought up in this show.
Yeah, and they bring it up in the show. So I'm sorry, this. And I know some other people even saying, well, I don't want to deal with some struggle shit here either. It's supposed to be about Captain America. I always got to see these black folks out here always having to bring up their race. And these are coming from people who sound like they're black, Thing is, unfortunately, what I don't like is when people exploit black struggles. But unfortunately, with some things that we do, that's just going to be part of the identity.
Sure.
You give a Negro the title of Captain America, there's no way you cannot discuss that, that people are going to be mad. A lot of the closing scenes with these characters and the way that brought me around to having a different view about them. Carly, the terrorist, for lack of a better name here, I couldn't stand her through most of the series because she was just so defiant and she was murderous.
Yeah.
A lot of people
she was murdering people and justifying it.
Well, yeah, and so exactly.
Stepping stones on my path, or whatever.
Yeah, but she was talking about this is what needs. This is what needs to be done. This is what the world understands. Like, nah, you just mad. You're just killing people because you're angry. You got to a point where people tried to justify it at first. Well, maybe those people got out of that building. She blew up. Like, no.
Time.
No, it's especially tough because you're like, listen, from everything you're actually talking about, I'm with your cause. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But what you're doing.
This is funny right here, though. I did laugh, though. I think my first moment for feeling bad for Carly, even though it was some bullshit, when she tried to get her group going. Everybody with me, one world.
The movement is strong enough to continue without us. One world.
Oh yeah.
Shit, people talking about shit die. You sold that wrong. Shit, shit was fun when I was trying to make my parents mad. You talking about dying?
Well, us dying?
Oh shit.
Oh
shit! I joined y'all because y'all had free weed and shit. Dying? What the? You see the way she we might die. They were like, oh.
Let's go back and forth.
That was great. Look at each other like, you down with that?
I love Carly's death scene in this. I think a lot of movies and TV shows, anything else could take an example of how you do a death scene. That's an excellent death scene. I'm gonna tell you why. One, no prolonged speech. No big last word. No defiant words. What she said one word. I'm sorry. And out of all that bravado and all that talk and how she wasn't afraid to die, none but fear and regret on her face.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you got the one guy who was trying to be on your side telling you not to do this, and he's the only one holding you, even giving you that look like, tried to tell you.
She didn't get no long ass speech.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tell them that we will continue to fight and we will move on.
No.
One world, one people.
Girl, you dead. Fuck. Go on now.
So much of what Zemo did, you're like, I don't know if I can trust this guy. But what he kept saying about Carly, I was like, I feel like he's on the money with this one. You're just like, yeah, dude, you can't turn her.
Yeah.
You gotta put her down.
Talking that shit, I'm ready to die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit, if I was Sam, would have been like, yeah, how does it feel now?
Her eyes were like, I need this. I'm looking at all of it. I need all of it right now. Give me life.
She had that shit, Sam. I should have listened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking. You ain't talking that shit now, are you?
Nope.
John Walker.
Yeah.
That's another complex character right there that they came into.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta tell you, man, I was mad at John Walker for what he did. And I'm gonna say this. Listen, you know, I don't know how much I would do that, because once I saw how ruthless the Flag Smashers were and how dangerous they were, I was like, all right, well, shit, they all kind of had it coming in some kind of way. And I like how John was like, because after all that thing of killing that Flag Smasher and that pretty much ruining his life as he knew it before, he's still like, bitches, I ain't done yet.
Oh, yeah.
You don't think Lamar's life matters?
She's like, that ain't vibranium, bitch.
I know. Even he had that look like, oh, shit.
yeah.
So much for my homemade shield.
He's like, yeah,
I spent weeks on.
That hubcap.
Should have kept putting that on the trash can right there.
His face dropped like,
Yeah, shit. I forgot. Damn. they on that shit too. Yeah, I like how he came up and kind of had this redemption arc in the movie, which is still trying to hard, considering that like a couple of weeks ago he caved in a guy's chest with a shield. For the whole world to capture on TikTok and Instagram. So while I like maybe how he's come around, how he's being given a second chance, I don't think you can just walk up in the city and stroll up next to Bucky like y'all come out of a bar, the club, and the press is there, and everyone is there, and you're still somewhat semi a war criminal. I was like, yeah, that's a little convenient that he just pops up out of nowhere.
Well, look, the council, they didn't have him arrested or put in jail. They didn't convict him. They just stripped him of all his honors and told him, don't you put that goddamn suit on again. So at that point right there, the only crime he's committing is showing up in public in that suit. And his redemption is not so much global or official, but it is in that it's personal, and is that when he was there and had that chance to kill Carly, he put that aside to like, I'm going to try to save people, because that's what I'm supposed to do. It's just more going back to like, even when he was in the worst of it, I was even talking to Chris about it last week. I was like, yeah, there's still something about him there where I'm like, I do still have some sympathy for him in that he's in a situation that he was kind of placed in and he wasn't ready for.
This feels awkward for him to be walking next to Bucky after all this stuff they had, and they're pounding around, and he is in that suit, and the law and senators are there, and everybody's kind of like, hey, you have to put that suit back on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, come here. Hey, get him. Get his ass.
I was concerned. It's like, okay, now he's just going to be straight crazy. He's going to be evil. He's going to be like a Punisher that even goes way too far. But they showed that he made the right decision in that moment, where instead of getting revenge, he was like, no, I'm going to actually save people. And his journey is far from over, I think, for what they're going to be setting up.
Well, of course, because now he's U.S. agent.
Yeah.
Things are about to get weird. We're going to need a U.S. agent.
Yeah. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I like the character of Val that she's playing. I like her. Hamming it up a little bit, but I do like her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
Well, I think that scene is fan servicey and corny, but she sells it.
Yeah.
No, exactly. It is very corny. Again, it's something that I think could have used a little bit. It could be less corny if they fleshed it out a little bit more. but I did like it. I like the character of John Walker. I have
Yeah,
no problem.
yeah,
I have no.
absolutely.
I think it's really cool how where people hated this guy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought it back. I think that's why he didn't care. He was like, y'all gonna love me.
Yeah.
you watch.
Remember how much y'all hated Jamie on Game of Thrones, and then you liked him later?
Yeah. You're like, me bitches know y'all gonna love me. Plus, he's I wanted to see him, man. Once he made his statement, how like, man, y'all put me in this position. I wanted to see him kind of get some get back. But yeah, I wish that had a little more time. I think that Marvel, and it might be because of COVID, but I think that as things go along, I hope they listen to some of the feedback, because a few people have been saying, yeah, Marvel's not only at fault of doing this. It's a lot of shows where it feels like those last episodes are kind of like, man, let's just get it done over with.
It seems to be just a thing that happens with last episodes. Maybe they're like, okay, back when we did 10 and 12 episode seasons, y'all said it was too much. Now we cut it back to 8
Yeah.
and then 6, and now you're saying it's not enough. What the do you want from
What do you want? What do you want? I don't know.
We're the audience. We're full of shit. We don't know.
I know exactly what I want. You can feel that shit out. You can feel when somebody says, well, man, let's just get this shit done. Or, man, we want ratings. Keep them here for, man, keep them hooked for 10 or 12, 13. Netflix knows good well they don't need no 13 episodes.
don't.
No one needs to go to 13 episodes. But Game of Thrones could have sat back and said, man, if y'all can even pay attention to picking up the trash, you need another season. Another season.
Yeah.
A lot of people get to things, when you need to keep things going a little bit.
I know that the series was supposed to be longer. I don't know if it would improve any of the criticism that you have, but they were going to have like a whole viral plague element to this series.
Were they going to do the Mad Bomb?
I don't know. I just know that they were going to have like a viral plague element, and that's going to be related to the Flag Smashers. Maybe they released it to do that kind of whole thing to
Well, I'm glad
drop the
they
world
didn't.
back to the population. But they did that because they got it out of there and then reshot stuff because of COVID, because of the pandemic.
I've heard different opinions on the speech. Sam's speech at the end of the show. A lot of people are saying it's great. What I want to hear, a lot of people saying, it's kind of corny. And you got some people in the middle.
We finally have a common struggle now. How did it feel to be helpless? I'm a black man carrying the stars and stripes. What don't I understand?
Shit, look at the time. Captain America, everybody! Captain, God bless the greatest nation on earth, America. I'm not finished. Yeah, you are. Okay. That's one of the things that I thought was kind of weird right there. But I don't know. How'd you guys feel about the speech?
You know what? There is that feeling because we're not used to somebody getting to speak that long, because usually the other person is interrupting. And at first I thought, they never let you go on that long. But then I was like, well, now that we're in this everybody has a camera filming stuff generation, if you got something going on that's attracting attention that way, people will be there. Like, I want to capture all of this. And so much has happened just then, and suddenly the new Captain America, and he's just dropping knowledge back and forth through his speech. I was like, yeah, this speech is important because this is really silencing his detractors and winning over everyone.
Yeah. I mean, Steve did, maybe not speeches in regards to what he's talking about, but he did these own speeches in the Avengers, in all the Captain America movies. He had a moment to talk and to share what his thoughts are. Like, I remember when he went in Winter Soldier, he was talking about Hydra and how it's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't trust your government, but trust me in this moment. Like, he's doing what Steve did. And it felt appropriate. It feels like that's another thing when you take on the mantle of Captain America, you have to do this as well.
Yeah. You got to make speeches.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love the speech. A little corny, but I love the speech. Not the place. Just felt a little awkward being out there in the open like that. I think that, especially with these senators, they're gonna let this man talk to them like that when they're politicians and they got cameras out there. I don't think
he saved their lives, man. They're gonna.
Listen, we know politicians don't give a about that. Politicians are gonna save their own lives. Politicians are gonna save their own careers. I thought this would have been really, again, for another episode where there was a hearing or some sort of forum where he's talking to them on a panel instead of in the middle of the street, because it does feel like the movie stops for the big speech. I think he made great points, of course. When he's talking about,
they could stand there and nod and agree with him and then go off and go do whatever they're going to do.
Well, like what I said, when he's when he's talking about I'm a black man as Captain America, I thought that we got to say that's something that we got to say. That's something that has to be said. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the speech. I just, as something in mind, it's just hard for me to get over. I don't like when the movie stops for sudden speeches right there. It's just me, and I think that's something that could have been for another episode and seem more convincing. But I do love this. I love the speech, though. At least some of the things that he's saying. You know, I love the way it started out before they even got to that part. He was shutting them down left and right.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. What else would we call them? Your peacekeeping troops carrying
They're like,
weapons.
oh shit, I got him started.
Who asked that question?
you know the other incentives are like, shut the f up, man.
Here he goes.
Gee, we were almost home.
All right.
God damn, you had to set this Negro up.
Look at all these cameras. We have to stay in there and watch this.
God damn it. Some theories turned out to be true, so goes to show that we shouldn't shut down all the theories that are out there.
Come back and work for me again. All of you. We can make a difference together.
You just want me because you need your muscle back. Without our super soldiers, how much power does a power broker really have?
He's like, well, since you said my name.
Stab, stab, stab.
Yep.
Sharon revealed to being the power broker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Surprising no one.
Yeah.
Well, some people who don't like theories were saying I'm tired of theories. Nobody wants to hear that. No, she ain't the power broker. Where the whole time I was saying, yeah. First of all, she knew every step that they did in Madripoor. So I was like, all right, that theory holds water. Plus, when I saw this episode, the moment that I knew that she was the power broker is when she cooked that dude in that in that van. You know, yeah, that's some villainous shit right
that's
there.
a super villain.
Yeah, you don't boil no dude in a van
and slow walk
and
away.
slow walk away.
I took care of it.
Yeah.
How'd you take care of it? No, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
Don't worry about it.
that scalp is gone.
No, I like the reveal with Sharon. It just shows where like her character originally started out as like I'm an agent watching Captain America and I'm a romance with him, and then all those years later,
She's
after she
pissed.
betrayed her government, after he abandoned her, it's like remember they had that kiss. She's him, you know. She was been on the run for 5 years, setting up this whole criminal enterprise, and so no, I like that they're doing really different things with her in this show. She's setting up her as a villain for Phase 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They, you know what, and that is something that people are wondering about because they have more theories now, and those theories are going in different directions based on her actions. Can I just say, first of all, I had to capture this clip when somebody just reveals that they're a villain. You know, don't talk shit on the spot. Don't try to don't. It never helps when you blackmail somebody on the spot. Blackmail takes thought. Blackmail takes planning. Blackmail doesn't take you getting mad and starting to talk shit at the moment and thinking you smarter than everybody else. We always see it work out this way in movies and shows.
Tu vas devoir me payer 4 fois ce que tu me devais.
And she's like,
you're gonna kill him, aren't you?
she looked like you. Yeah, she's like, okay, hold on, watch what I'm about to do to him because you keep talking shit. I'm gonna do the same thing to you.
I don't do blackmail.
Laid his ass.
Yeah, that's it. No more leaps.
Poor Batroc.
Yeah, I know.
Don't man plan your blackmail out. Don't ever do that shit
On the
impromptu.
spot.
Yeah. So if anybody watched long enough, they had a mid-credit stinger for what they call Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And this was the big semi-reveal.
We're about to have full access to government secrets, prototype weapons, you name it. Should be something for everyone.
You might want to say all this shit off the property. You might want to go to your car.
He's confident.
Can you see, dude? Damn, you hear the shit she was saying? Maybe I should go tell somebody.
Her and everybody else.
Well, you know, around Washington, that area, everybody's whispering secrets, and half of them are double agents. It's true.
But they're saying that she might be infiltrating the government, not only as the power broker, but anybody take a guess?
Oh no, I thought this is a setup for Armor Wars.
It could. That's what I think. Most people are thinking that she is going to be the power broker, the female power broker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But there's some people saying, well, this could be a setup for her being a scroll.
Oh.
I felt like they would have revealed her as a Skrull though at this point, like they did in WandaVision, like that one person.
Yeah.
If she's gonna be a Skrull, I think they would have revealed her to be a Skrull here.
Mephisto. No.
But you mean like for Secret Invasion?
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Secret show.
Secret Invasion coming up.
Oh,
see that.
right. It could
Yeah,
play
that's a
into
good
that.
point.
Yeah, that's what people are thinking because they got Secret Invasion, the show coming.
Yeah.
So they're saying that she might be a scroll that's setting up for the invasion now that she's infiltrated the government. I think she'll still be power broker. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
felt Power Broker and that she's now going to be. She has access to all this Stark technology because it's all controlled by the government and Sword and whatever what's left of Shield.
Yeah.
And so she's going to be selling all this stuff off, and then Rhodey will have to get involved and be like, Sharon, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That'll
No,
be a big reveal for her as maybe possibly one of the villains of that series.
Love the rest of the Flag Smashers. They thought.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
what they
great.
thought they were. They thought they thought they were slick. They thought they were going home free.
One world, one people.
That's my man right there.
He gets it. Oh shit! Wait. Your boy Alfred, man. Alfred was. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what I love about this. Alfred did it. It had the white gloves on.
Dirty those hands, man.
He wouldn't even sully his hands on that filth.
Tell you, man, for all we know, it was Alfred who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Hell yeah.
Get that money.
I know Alfred wasn't playing it. Yeah. It is done, Master Zemo. Now where's my money, bitch? I like put on them gloves, not to cover any evidence, so he can just do the job with style and dignity.
That's his costume, man. That's a supervillain costume.
If you caught a butler messing around an armored truck, you'd be like, "Hey, Jeeves, get out of here! What are you doing?" Yeah. Sorry, sir. I lost my way.
Ain't you gonna talk to him? Man, he got on white gloves. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, he's adorable.
Go serve my oatmeal, bitch. Well, I'll serve something, all right, sir. I like the way
Zemo's just cool.
Zemo's cool. Zemo's so cool that when the dirt was done, he looked at us.
Flag smashers were killed today in a car bomb attack as they were being transferred to a high-security prison. There were no suspects in the bombing.
And he was like, and I dare y'all to snitch. And I dare y'all to say something.
It was Zemo all along.
Tell you what these shows do well, though, man. What I really did love about this episode, because I'm not one of these people who did not like the episode. I thought it was a good episode. I thought it had its problems because it could have gone longer, could have benefited from one more episode. But they captured a lot of things in this episode that I thought makes Marvel what it is today, makes Marvel a success. Because no matter how much drama they bring in, no matter what kind of format they take, comedy or whatever, they are always going to remind you that they're a comic book. And they in the best way. They're always, and with these shows, that's what they're really putting their money into. Because a lot of people are saying, man, with these last few episodes, I don't know, man, it felt like a TV. Not like the first, like we were saving our money for the last. You know, they put money into these scenes.
Yeah,
right?
so.
Red Wing, see if anyone in there has flight training.
And I love that they do comic book shit like that, where they just have devices you just tell to do things with. You know, when the storytelling gets a little too hard, or the action gets a little too crazy, you just have a device or a mascot or a sidekick. Hey, help me out. Go get this. Go get that.
Yeah, it's got the latest Siri.
Yeah, it's Alexis. Go get all that chopper and see who has flight training. You know, it's really cool that they were able to do that, man. Yeah, Red Wing. They do cool super people. Is always cool to have a superhero save. You know, that's what made Superman so cool.
Sure.
You know, every time somebody was a bus was about to go off the side of a bridge.
Yeah.
You know, your car ran off the Grand Canyon or something. Superman was always there to catch it.
Well, that was one of the best moments when that armored car with all the senators was about to go off the cliff.
That's what I'm talking about.
And none
right
of them
there.
could figure out how to save those people, and he was the one to do it.
Yep, that's the moment I'm talking about. He even got his theme song right there. And that brother worked for that theme song. Yeah, I love the way he looks down every now and then. What's that y'all took? Super Serum?
Oh, he's struggling. He's like, this is really heavy.
Both of y'all together couldn't do this, huh?
Damn. His teeth about to pop out his head.
Yeah.
Like
He's his little baby
dentures.
birds helping him right now.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, man. Do you guys think that there's a season 2 coming up?
I mean, there's certainly room to have it, but who knows what they're planning?
Well, the thing, I would have said yes, but they announced Captain America 4.
Oh,
and
did
so, yeah, with him.
Oh, okay.
And so at this point, with the showrunner as well.
Okay.
At least co-writing the script for it.
Okay.
So I would have said that, but now that they've announced the movie, I don't know.
They also have the movie coming out with him where he has his own Bucky now, Torres probably.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, because in the
Joaquin
last episode,
Torres.
we talked about this last week where he said, keep the wings. So, yeah, he'll be the new Falcon. They could do a whole thing where, so Sam, he's like, okay, you're Captain America. You got to do all the Captain America stuff. And this next season is about kind of Bucky being okay, I'm going to show you the ropes, kid, about how to be a superhero.
Yeah.
And so that is the next season of Falcon, the Winter Soldier. But it's Joaquin Torres.
Yeah.
Give them more to do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what they would do with a Captain America movie with Sam as Captain America. I think they're definitely going to have to dive into some social issues with that. But as we've seen, Marvel's great at just handling that without having to get in the way or having to be heavy.
Yeah.
One of the things they do is they give you good superhero moments. You get a guy saving an armored truck off of a bridge with mechanical wings and little robot birds. And then the next, that fool will be at the cookout, hanging out with Grandpa, Uncle Joe.
Well, he's very much a man of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny too because I feel like out of all this, he still ain't got no money. He still can't pay for that boat.
Yeah, no, Captain America is not an actual employment title.
No. I figure he could get on GoFundMe or something to get some money. Hey, Captain America, what's up, man? You get my GoFundMe? Oh, man, it was a hard month, man. I was, man. But keep up the good work, dude. Yeah, man, this is I thought that was a perfect way to close it.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that.
I did, man.
Oh, I did too.
The cookout? People had a problem with that?
They put the cookout.
What's the problem? I thought that was great.
Oh, come on. The cookout again? Why are we doing this? Why is it always at the... There's nothing happening here.
There is something happening.
It was fun.
I know.
They eating corn. They cooking shrimp.
I know.
Yeah,
Mark, you would have been eating crawfish.
Bucky and Sam or Sarah are heading on each other.
Bucky's like doing a goddamn...
He's dad.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah. Bucky trying to get some ass.
I thought that was a great moment for Bucky, too.
Yes.
Bucky,
it's a big part of seeing him reintegrate into, being socializing, being
Exactly.
I like the way they made Bucky one of the carnival rides here.
Yeah. Look at Sarah looking up at him. She's like, I'm going to...
You know my...
Hey, man, don't sweat. Don't flirt with my sister. Dude, it's going to happen. I'm sorry.
You know who I am. Yeah, man. Fly away.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yes. Go get yourself a bag of birdseed.
I think one of the things I really loved about the show, and again, it was more like last episode, but like Sam and Bucky are now friends.
Yeah.
Where before they were always kind of like frenemies, rivals at the very least. But now it's like, no, they're truly friends now. I really like that.
They will be until he tapped that sister's ass. Well, they're going to be back to square one.
That'll be brother-in-law.
And by the way, you don't want no woman to give you a look like that because she's like, my son likes you. Oh, shit. Clank.
Where'd this metal arm come from?
Attach that shit.
Hey, just do that.
People, well, there you go.